Hello friends, and welcome to the video. So here we are in the next episode in the Direct Path User Guide by Goode. We're going through this book, and it's not really the next episode. I missed this one. I skipped it. It's about, it comes at the beginning of the witness section, so we've already looked at the world, the body and the mind, and see that it just arisings in awareness. And at this point, it's tempting to say, well, all the hidden mechanism that we assumed was in the world is actually inside the witness. So we have this opaque witness. We've got this witness that you can't see into. So it's got all these hidden moving parts. And one story we get when we learn about non-duality is that you, awareness, were lonely when there was nothing, and you created the world to experience it, to share this your love, maybe. Now, this would imply that there is a desire inside the witness, or can be loneliness inside the witness. That in some ways that it's a really nice story, and I don't think we need to let go of all stories. After all, there is the relative truth, this world that we navigate. We have to buy food and shower and take care of the body and look after other people. And there's ways that you might explain how the world was created. You might believe in the latest science. You might believe in science from the 20th century. You might believe in science of the 19th century. Or you might believe in God, or you might believe in this idea that it's non-duality, and there's this feeling that you were there before creation, just aware, and you, if you think of that, it's kind of a solitary feeling, and you think, so then you create subject and object, to play, maybe. So this idea, we're going to look at that. It's nice to have an explanation, but when we're exploring the ultimate reality, and when we talk about the ultimate reality, it's not something that's hidden. It's what's in our direct experience. It's what is before all of these assumptions and the conditioning that we have. So we're going to see if desire is in the witness, and therefore will, desire to create, also even a desire to make humans enlightened. All of these ideas that really it's really us imposing the human mind onto awareness. And we see that we do this with God, and God has, in a simplistic view, it has human attributes. He made us in his image, and therefore he's kind of a bit like us. But with non-duality, we have a tendency to do that as well. But with consciousness itself, where we say, oh, it's consciousness. But in this way, we're really imagining a mind. So we're going to look to see if there is this desire inside the witness, which would imply that it is not complete. Now, just imagine, well, first, let yourself be awareness. Just relax and feel yourself as this open awareness in which everything arises. And imagine a time before the universe existed, before the world existed, when there was nothing, there were no arisings. And what does that feel like to you? Do you feel, is it a bit spooky? Is it lonely? Is it solitary? Do you have a desire to bring things into existence, to share, to satisfy this loneliness. And if you feel that desire, just go with it. Let it, if it's getting stronger, let it until you can really feel it. Now, that desire, is that part of awareness? Is that part of the witness? But if it is, then when it's not there, are you no longer the witness? Are you half a witness? Or are you still just the witness, there knowing? And then the desire comes. Is that desire not just an object? Is that desire not just another arising in awareness? Now, there's another step that Goode takes where he asks whether there is, maybe that's a desire in your mind. Yes, okay, so that's just the mind, a desire in the mind, but there is a deeper desire. There's a fundamental, primordial desire. Now, can you find that? And if you can find that, is that not just an arising in awareness? Now, the third step is okay, so that's my awareness, but there's a universal awareness, this deeper awareness. And this is where that comes from. Now, so can you find that second awareness? Is really what you've done is you've doubled awareness. Is there any sense in your direct experience that there are two awarenesses, or is there just one? In fact, is there anything other than just you knowing, this knowing that's here? So we can't find a second awareness. There's only one knowing. There's not two knowings. If there were two knowings, it would just be one knowing. What do we lose? We lose, yes, a nice story, this story of maybe wanting to share love, but that kind of love that's there, that would be a incomplete love, because it would be a love that would need an object, when what the love that you really are is a different, it's unconditional open love that doesn't need any condition, doesn't need any object. It is open, it's accepting and rejects nothing. If there was a desire, then there would be a neediness, there would be an incompleteness to awareness. And there would not be this complete peace that is fullness itself, fullness, completely full without anything needing to be added. Now, is that your direct experience? Is this all the desire is an arising, all the need for love or for anything else just arising? Is even the feeling that you want the world to be enlightened, is that not just an arising? Isn't this thing that you really are just complete in itself? What do you find? So, in the next episode, we're going to look at truth. So that's going to be interesting. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.